to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm here to do the mid-month reading for April 2019 for the sign of Capricorn. And before I begin, there is no smudge today. I ran out of ingredients, and until the grounds get better, I can't get near the trees to harvest any cedar and grandpa's beard and all that good stuff that I use. And until those, there will be for May for sure. Anyways, I am burning my intuitive candle from Intuitive Candles for those that are new. This is a brand new scent called Fresh Spring. They came out with 3 new scents for this year's spring season. And this one's really, really, really nice. I like it a lot. These are 40-hour burning plus, sometimes more. Double wick candles. The smells are as beautiful as the reveals. When the wax melts down, and they are 100% soy-based candles, but when the wax melts down, you'll have a beautiful reveals of stones, crystals, semi-precious stones. They're beautiful. Pendulums and trees of life and caged crystals, and they're all gorgeous. They're as beautiful as the smell of these candles, and they burn so well as well. They're running a 10% discount, as they have been for the last few months. If you go and you use the promo code BOFF10, stands for Bay of Fundy Fortunes, and the number 10, BOFF10, go to intuitivecandles.com. You'll get 10% off your total order. They are international. You put in the order, they'll ship it out. No problem. Intuitivecandles.com. Let's get right into your shuffle, Capricorn. These are a 5-card reading. First card, overall energy. Second card is finances and wealth. Third card is your heart, your God, your heart, your home, your family, your friends, your intimate love. And card number 4 are challenges for the rest of April. And card number 5 is your message from Spirit. Time for me to call it a night, I think. These readings of Bay of Fundy Fortunes are always for your sun sign, rising, and moon signs as well. These are general readings. Anyone new to the tarot community, what that means is it may or may not resonate with you in a personal way. And if you want it to be all about you, that requires a personal reading. All right, I'm going to cut the deck. And Lilith has disappeared. She's got up and gone for a walk or a vacay or something. I don't know. So I had to pull out Felicia. She's beautiful. All right, Felicia. As this deck stands, at the top 5 cards, the cards that are meant for this general free public reading for the sign of Capricorn for mid-April 2019. Are the top 5 cards, the cards that are meant for this Capricorn reading. I'm getting a big fat yes right off the get-go. She's not messing around. Neither am I. Thank you, Felicia. Thank you, Spirit. All right. We're going to lay your spread out here. The first card, overall energy. We're looking at the 4 of Wands, reward. Beautiful. Second card, Capricorn, we're looking at here, your wealth and finances, 7 of Cups, possibility. Card number 3, hearth and home, love, family, friends, 4 Cups, boredom. Fourth card, 5 of Wands, competition. Those are your challenges. And your 5th card, message from Spirit, the 5 of Pentacles, and abandonment. Geez, these readings are like yo-yos. It's up and down and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth again. All right. Okay. I don't like 5s in tarot. Your first 2 cards aren't bad. The other ones are a little... But anyway, you've got this, and reward is the bottom line. 4s, you got 2, and this is one of the better ones. 4s are about stillness, rest, Um, this is reaching your goals, enjoying what you've reaped, and that's rewarding yourself. Um, some of you may be saving up and you've worked very hard. You're looking for a new home. Some of you are finally finishing up a job or passing some kind of a test. But this card brings about, this is a time for rewards. And it really does lessen the degree of any negativity that may be coming off any of the other cards, because it's such a great card for you today. Love and trips away and holidays are being highlighted for some of you, Capricorn. This 4 brings a sense of leisure, a sense of fun, and a sense of freedom. It's also time to get in touch with your inner child. It's time to salve it, to soothe it. If you've been through something recently, you really have to pay attention to the inner you, the core of you, the heartbeat, the motor that runs the rest of you. You need to take care of that first before you can really get to where it is you're wanting to go, and where the way you're wanting to grow as well. You're being encouraged to celebrate all the joys of life. You will eventually find contentment within your own self. And some of you become a little more enlightened and a little more aware of the closeness of your spirit guides as well. This is also going to be a very happy time for you, so that you can see where it lessens the shadows, any that may come in with some of these other. But anyway, the advice is to be carefree while you can, so that you can refresh and replenish your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit. Because why? Because you're deserving. You've worked very, very hard. You've been through an awful lot. This is time to recharge you. This is time to invest in you, to spend time with you. Treat yourself as you would a small child, with all the care, tenderness, sensitivity, and love, because that's what you are requiring, and you deserve that time. Okay? You deserve that time. Tell yourself that. I deserve this time. I deserve to be this good to me. Keywords are balance and love. A new home for some. So some of you may be moving here. Contentment, freedom, openness, and travel. Somebody may be taking a little trip, and it'll be a good thing. I'm feeling real vacation-like atmosphere. This is to get away from where you're at because you need to, and to go and embrace the goodness, and feel the nourishment and the healing that's going on as well here, because you need to heal from something. 7 of Cups and possibilities in your finances and in your wealth. You're going to find that you have, as far as finances go, you're going to find that you have many choices available to you. Aren't you lucky? Wow. You're going to have a hard time making the choices between different opportunities that are coming your way. You need to stop and be careful, though. One thing, the red flag is you've got to make sure, with new opportunities are usually the unknown. You're not that familiar with it. It's a new opportunity. You need to get to know it. You need to get up close and personal. You need to know the ins, the outs. You need to know the facts behind any opportunity coming your way. Don't let your imagination fill in the blanks, if there are any. Don't try to do the math. Well, if this is so and that's so, then this has to be. No, it doesn't. You can make a big mistake. You could be misled. You could miss out on a really good opportunity. Remain grounded and factual. Facts are everything. Okay? It is money. It is your money flow. It's your finances. That doesn't get emotional. Only to you if you lose it. Remain factual. It's all physics. It's all about math. Keep it that way. Just keep it that way. Don't get emotionally involved with your money. Don't do that. Don't put yourself in a position where and we all want to go there, especially when it comes to our money. We kind of float off into fantasy world or dream world at times. Just try not to do that at this time. Not now. Your keywords are, or not your keywords, I'm sorry, your advice is don't rush in for just any option that comes up. Don't blindly go into anything. Do your homework. Fact-finding trips. Get the facts, and don't take facts as secondhand and third-hand information. You got to go straight to the source and get these facts for yourself. You're going to save yourself a lot of grief and a lot of time. All right? If you can't, if you're still not sure, and it may be one of those situations you just need to see action and proof. If you have the luxury of time on your side, please do that. Sit back and wait and see what manifests to see, is it worth your time getting involved in investing in something? Do you want to get involved in this? You'll find out if you just sit back and hold back a little bit, if you're able to, that is. And if you're not, hit the ground running and get as much that you can get on this subject, this information, on this investment before you give of yourself. You don't want to lose a shirt off your back. This is important. All right. Keywords are fantasy, confusion, visions and dreams, imagination, passion. Don't be overruled. Passion's a good thing, but don't be overruled and run by your passion. That's not logic. And you need to remain logical here. This is your financial sector. If the passions of, I mean, it's apparent that you're wanting to make money, and you're looking for something new and fresh, so you're not getting bored. And speaking about being bored, it's within the family sector. All right? Not good. This is the 1-4 that I don't like. It's not all bad. It's just that I don't like this 4. It's not just about stillness and nothing moving and rest. It's also about stagnancy. You don't want, nobody wants their life being stagnant, where nothing is moving and nothing is growing and it can't breathe and it's blocked in and locked in and cut off. All these negative terms. No. You're getting bored with your relationships, getting bored with your life, starting to lose hope that there is no better life, and there is no better love, and there is no better job, and there just is no better, is no better, is no better. Really negative, allowing yourself to fall into a very bad place where there's no light. It's dark. And part of you is saying, yeah, but it's quiet in here when I'm like this, when I get in this place. I like it that way. I like the quiet. I like the silence. I like the non-interaction. And I like people leaving me alone. I don't want any. And some of you get on that, and maybe you've got good reason to be that way. Take a flippin' vacation. Take some time off, but don't stop living. Don't start being part of the real world. Don't stop doing that either. A lot of dissatisfaction, I should say. And you really don't even know. Some of you, remember, this is a general reading. It doesn't resonate with everybody, but somebody out there, you've been down for so long you don't even know what it's going to take to make you happy. You wouldn't know where to begin. You're lost. You need to start believing again. And nothing's going to get better if you don't. Blind faith, blind trust, maybe? That's okay as long as it's with the universe. And why haven't you tried that yet? You need to have a heart-to-heart with the universe to make some changes in your life, to give you the joie de vivre, to bring you back to life again, to give you the zest to get up and go, to be able to go to bed at night, and if you're really lucky and you really make it, say, I can't wait for morning to come. I'm excited about tomorrow and all the days that follow. It's possible. There are people that live that way. They love their lives, and when they go to bed at night, they sleep like a baby, and they can't wait for morning. Speaking of, oh, excuse me. Yeah, I yawned in your face. Get over it. I'm sorry. It is 12:36 a.m. Last night I was up till 4 doing readings. Don't retreat into a shell that you can't break out of. Don't put yourself there. Sit down, have a heart-to-heart with the universe, and you need to use emotions here when you're dealing with the emotions. are the most powerful thing in life. When you communicate with the universe, with your spirit, with your source, whatever it may be, you have to bare your soul. You show your sensitive underbelly to the universe. And that shows that you trust and that you believe. And let the emotions come through and the vibrations will raise. The universe sits right up and takes notice and listens and brings you your heart's desire. Should it be meant to be? Because sometimes if you don't get what it is that you feel you need, it's the universe saying you can't have that. It's saving you from something that you can't even begin to comprehend. Go ahead and get upset and angry, but in the bigger picture, you'll see. It will come to be known to you. And you'll end up thanking the universe, saying, well, that's one time I'm glad I got told no. But just look for inspiration to renew your faith. And that alone will bring you what it is that you're looking for. Your keywords are stagnation, despondency, disillusionment, self-protection, a need for change, stubbornness, and rigidity, and you got to break out of these ways. It's going to take some effort, but it's possible. You're not going to be stuck here forever. As much as some of you like being stuck there, you're going to come back out into the sunlight again. You're still alive. You still have a heartbeat. You can't stay there forever. It isn't going to happen. Your next card we're looking at is challenges. We're getting into the fives. I don't like the fives. And it's about, this one is wands. It's all about business. It's about risk-taking. It's about the practical things. It shows you dealing with work, finances, fixing things that aren't right. It can be a heavy card. You may feel in competition with the whole world. Don't feel like the whole world is against you. There's your challenges, is to wash away the crud. You don't need that foolishness. You don't need that. And to come back and to say, I'm not taking this personally. This is just life. There's nobody out to get me. There's nobody out to drown me. I'm just going through a phase. I just need to straighten my head out so that I can make sense of everything else that's going on in front of me if I want to keep moving forward. This is a whole reading about taking responsibility for yourself. I've had a couple of those in the mids. And they're really, really strong. But this card about competitiveness. Finding yourself being tested. Overwhelmed by other people's opinions. There could be demanding children in the families as well. It just seems like everything, it seems to be grating against your nerves, you know. And you're going through the phase where nobody's hearing you. Nobody's listening to you. At home or at work. Or anywhere else. We all go through these phases from time to time. There's no explanation for it. I don't know what it is. I go through it myself. I can be sitting at a round table full of family and friends and lively discussion, and I can be sitting there taking it in, then suddenly I throw in my 2 cents or my opinion, and not a person there at the table's heard a word I said. It's like I'm not there. And I go home, and I have to repeat myself 3 and 4 times to the people that I live with. You know, this sort of a thing. And it's frustrating. You just feel like you're being talked over, walked over. Nobody's hearing you. You got to fight to be heard. You got to raise your voice in order to be heard. Things are going to get busy as well, communication-wise. You're going to have more emails the last couple of weeks, more phone calls. There must be something going on with you. Time-conflicting meetings where you have to be 2 places at once. Whoops, you know, kind of thing. Feeling very much in demand, feeling pulled in different directions. It's like there's either absolutely nothing going on in my life or it's all coming at the same time. And that's frustrating. You're going to get through it. It'll be all settled down by the end of April again, not to worry. The advice is to become more an observer. When things aren't going your way and you're repeating yourself and you're being ignored and you feel like you're non-existent, become an observer. And not only that, you can thin the crowd out a little bit doing that as well. You see people showing their true colors when they don't think they're being watched. We all let our guards down. We have our public face, our private face. And we just, well, You're going to be able to thin out the herd. You may be disappointed a couple of times, but only associate yourself for the last 2 weeks with people that actually do truly need your help. Not somebody trying to pile on the responsibility to free up their own selves. Do your own job, and you don't do anybody else's work, not even those that need help. You'll just show them how to help themselves. That's going to go a long way with you. A long way. Make sure that you focus on yourself. Keywords are posturing. Watch out for that. This is with other people, not so much with you. Posturing, pretending to be something or somebody that you're not. Ego getting in the way. Pride goes along hand in hand with all that too. There could be some debates going on. People are getting extra self-defensive, like you say something innocent and they take it personally the wrong way. Oh, that's frustrating. That pisses me off. I tell people if somebody does that to me, if I say something in general and they take it right to heart, I tell them, get the hell over yourself. Not everything's about you. You know, that frustrates me and it irritates me and it hits a nerve. And I'll come back with that. Get over yourself. It's not about you. You know, why would you want it to be if it's anything negative? And some people just seem to wallow in that because it brings drama into their life and it gets them attention. All kinds of people like that out there. But you're going to feel like you're being tested. Go ahead, let the test go through. Whether it's people or life, say, go ahead. Hit me with your best shot. I'm up to it. And Capricorn always is. You. Capricorn's always up for anything, especially if you test them. Oh boy, watch out. They're going to come back a lot harder at you than you hit at them, put it that way. People giving their opinions when you didn't ask for it. This just sounds like a cat getting its fur rubbed in the wrong direction, this whole card. Oh my gosh. And communication overload. Take a vacation. Take a weekend away. You deserve it. You need it. You're going to need it. If you don't need it yet, you're going to need it. The last card. Five of Pentacles. There's going to be some financial changes for somebody. This is probably one person. This is all post a breakup of relationship stuff. And when people break up, and we're not talking just dating, we're talking cohabitation here, people living together, married, investing, everything's in one pot. When you break up, it affects you financially. It always does. You may need to do some adjusting. What did I say a minute ago with the Five of Wands? That there's some people in the world that they don't know they're alive unless they're in the middle of drama all the time, and it brings attention to themselves the whole bit. This is the card that kind of extends from there out and zeroes in on a specific personality type, and that's the type of person. They're a natural worrier. They worry about everything. They usually overcompensate with the worry. It's not as bad as what they're letting on. But there's always this person always needs to surround themselves with drama. Is that you, or do you know somebody like that? Most Capricorns I know are pretty grounded and straightforward people. They don't get led astray by fantasy or imagination or assumptions or paranoia. But some people thrive off of that. You don't need that around you, Capricorn. You don't need it in your life at all. You've been through enough. There could be nothing wrong with your relationship. There could be nothing wrong with your finances. There could be nothing wrong with your health. But oh, whoa, the fear is always there. What if? What if? What if? You got to stop doing that to yourself. You're not just driving yourself crazy. You're driving everybody around you crazy. And everybody, it's going to start keeping you at arm's length. Nobody wants to be around that. All right? Every day, even on the best days of your life, the days that you go through can be challenging and difficult. And the world isn't always a beautiful place. And we have to dig deep sometimes to rise above that, just to get through the day, so that we don't become devastated and desolate. Who would choose to be there? I don't know. Maybe you should get some therapy, if it's you. or give advice to somebody else, they need some therapy. That's not normal to live that way, always worried and scared to death of everything that can go wrong will go on. They're walking around with that bad luck, schlep rock cloud over their head. Murphy's Law kicking in every day. They believe that anything that can go wrong in my life is going to go wrong. Capricorn, you don't need that. Good God, you don't need that. Get away from that. And if it's you, and I don't think that it is, I think it's just somebody else on your coattails weighing you back down, always pulling you down again. You don't need to do that. Slap their effing hands away. It's to get your hands off of me. And don't take me down into the bottom of the barrel to where you are. I don't want to go there. Are you insane? Let me go. Don't be afraid. Life is too short. Don't waste any time at all. Keywords, isolation. These are the things you're bringing on yourself. Money problems, risk, rejection, fear, relationships. Life is what you make it. You can't be responsible for what other people do, but you can be responsible for you. You have the final say-so in your life, what you live with, what you don't live with, what you put up with, what you don't put up with, what you tolerate, what you're not going to tolerate. Always looking for the better, always looking for the good, always looking for the truth. And the truth, no matter what it is, can be made into something that brings great relief to you, to your life. To know the truth of what's going on around you is very freeing as well. No matter, even if it's something that's not positive, knowing the truth is always the best way. It leads to more truths. It saves time in your life, and you push forward and through it. That's it. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope it gave you some guidance, some direction. But I always say I want a reading to leave people with all the hope and the belief in the world, in the universe. Communicate more with the universe. We can never do enough of that. And live your life as if you're under the microscope of the universe, not as if, because you are. You truly are. Anyways, if you want a personal reading, I do provide that service. Look down below this video window in the Show More section. Click on that, read through, grab my email, and send it off. I'll get you taken care of. And anybody that doesn't hate or is allergic to Facebook, you can join us there as well. It's a closed and private group full of the most beautiful souls you'll ever meet. So much support in there. It's very zen-like. It's relaxing. It's very calming in there. And I learned something new every day. Every day I learned something new. It's beautiful. Anybody else, if you're looking for me, if you don't find me here, you'll find me walking down below at the cove, on the cove. Walking along the beach, along the water's edge, to bring the highest, mightiest tides on the whole planet, the beautiful and the bountiful, the Bay of Fundy. We have the highest tides in the world. We share the Bay of Fundy with Nova Scotia, which is right across the pond. Google us. It's amazing. You know, on YouTube. Oh, what's that show called? On the Edge. It's a PBS, I think, thing, Knowledge Channel. But you can look up the Bay of Fundy. Go to YouTube. On the Edge, the Bay of Fundy, and there's a whole little film on the natural world of the Bay of Fundy and how it all happens, how it comes together. And you'll even see my coastline that I live on. Anyways, thank you so much for being here, everybody. I really appreciate all the times that you guys show up, and appreciate everything. I'm slow and backed up on the comments on the videos, but I'll get caught up. Sometimes I hate going in there and looking at the comments. 99% of them are always positive, and then there's that one asshole. And the only pleasure I get is kicking them out. See ya, asshole. Don't get smart with me, because I'll kick you. I'm not here for this. I'm not getting paid to put up with this. YouTube's not my boss. I don't get paid for these videos. So flip off. There, you've been told. Anyway, keep the peace in. Ha, ha, ha. Share that love and that light out with the rest of the world. Oh, yes. Please do. It makes the world a better place. Especially when you get people like me that are maybe on the wrong side of the bed. No, I'm not. It's almost bedtime for me. But I've had a very kind of weird day. There's been a lot of weird goings on. I haven't seen a single human being all day. But I haven't even had a phone call today. It's been very quiet, but it's been a weird day. It's kind of got my fire stirred up. So anyway, which is a good thing. It makes me more aware and more awake and more alive. Anyways, yeah, keep the peace and you can share the love and that light out with the rest of the world. And you know what? Move something forward. Pay it forward today. A little smile or a stream. If you can raise a smile out of another human being before the day's out, you've done your part for humanity within that day, within that moment. And that's always a good thing. And there's usually a ricochet effect, the butterfly effect. Well, they'll go on and maybe do the same, and you'll never know. But maybe it's still traveling around the world. Okay? Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I wish you the very, very best. It's not that bad, Capricorn. You're coming out of a dark place and fighting your way back into the light again. And you can do it because nothing keeps Capricorn down. I know that. I know that. And so do you. Enjoy the rest of the month. I'll see you back here for the May monthlies. Goodbye for now.